This is the end.
Check. There it is.
The bitter, bitter end.
Congrats on first glyph. Hello, Papa Player Punisher. Ready to resume the backseating bonanza. Certainly am. I'm very excited to get back into Inscryption because I slid things around after we finished Life is Strange. We've gone more than a week now since playing it. And I've been thinking about it while I've been away from it. Greetings, everyone. Hello. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. I hope everyone is having a wonderful time. Oh, it's Nico. Hi, Nico. Smoochy chooch to you too, friend. No alert, huh? What's going on? What's going on, Stream Elements? I feel like everything on my stream is broken all the time lately. How are you, buddy? I hope you are doing fabulously. Doesn't look like it's broke. I meant all the backseating you got last time you played Inscryption. No, I knew what you meant. I could use the help at times. This game's very complex. We'll get there.
Excellent.
Oh, it was just very delayed. Okay, cool. Stream Elements is working. It's just working slow. Thank you again, Nico. Nico, did you get your stream stuff sorted? Are you going to be back online live at any point soon? I would love to watch you play Deathloop. Guys, we are on the brink, I feel, of breaking through the last strategic barrier in Inscryption and uncovering the secrets, the juicy story morsels that lay beneath the card game narrative. I've heard good things about this game, but I don't know if I'll be able to comprehend it. We shall see. It's a lot to take in. But I think honestly, a lot of it can almost be solved just kind of trial and error. There's definitely a pretty strategic element to the card play, but we will walk through it as we go, and I will explain my choices as we attempt once again to do battle with the denizens of this murky cabin. Let's play Inscryption. We are continuing our game. So a brief recap, because it has been a bit since we played. We are stuck in a cabin with this bizarre character down here of whom we have only ever seen their glowing eyes. And we are playing a card game, but we're playing a card game with pretty dire consequences. We've already seen that when we lose, we are cornered by this person here who then takes a photo of us and turns us into a card. Now, at first, I thought it was just a photograph.
This is 2B. Patch me through to the commander.
What up, Afterlife? Welcome in. But what we've started to see is we have a couple of cards that we play the game with that are capable of speech, and they're giving us warnings and hints and instructing us on things we should be doing around the cabin. So those cards that are created when we get our photograph taken, I don't think it's a card. I think it's a people, and I think we're in danger of becoming peoples. There were a number of puzzles around the cabin that we have solved, which has unlocked kind of new content and new card types. We do have one left here, Squirrel and Alpha Wolf, on either side of the game board. We can try and get this one, because since this involves a squirrel, it's really just down to having an Alpha Wolf. My friend named a card after me. Oh, am I trapped in a card? If they named an Inscryption card after you, there's a very good chance you are. So much like Slay the Spire, we are going to have various chances to upgrade our deck and kind of choose our path through. And at the culmination of each of these game map boards, we have a boss fight to undertake. I believe this is the one that lets us choose a class of card to get a card from. Let's go this way. Maybe we can scoop that Alpha Wolf early. Nope. Bird, bug, snake. The River Snapper is actually pretty solid for an early card. We got nice defense right from jump. And we could go upgrade it right off the bat. We don't need items. We do have our starting items. It looks like we have the Fisherman's Hook, a Squirrel in a Jar, and it looks like Special Dagger. And we'll get into some of that stuff as we go here. The Campfire is going to hopefully give us a chance to upgrade our River Snapper. The warm light of a campfire was a welcome sight, though the 10 hungry eyes around it dampened the greeting. Warm a creature by the fire, enhance its power, said one. It looks like this is a +1 to attack. So like I said before, these characters, this used to be a stink bug, and this was, oh, what was he? A stoat? And as we've played, they lost their original artwork and have become more and more person-like. This is the most recent of them that we uncovered. This was in that cuckoo clock you guys saw in the cabin. So he has not kind of turned back into a human by much. I think we go River Snapper, because that's going to give him some added punch. The survivors were right about the flames. They had enhanced this creature's power. Spotting a few of the survivors drooling, you made a hasty retreat with your River Snapper. Don't eat my River Snapper. All right, now we'll get into a combat. So unlike a lot of card games like a Magic the Gathering, this scale is just kind of showing the swing back and forth of which party has taken more damage. If you break through the game board and you do not have anyone opposing you to block, you will damage your opposition. Interesting. Okay, Pronghorn is here. He's gonna attack like this and then move right. Get your hand out of here, creepo. Can't play River Snapper. These red marks mean they have an associated blood cost. So Stunted Wolf is really our best plan here. So let's squirrel out. He's gonna come forward, and that means he's gonna attack here and here. So if I play here, he won't actually hit me until after he moves. I must trust you. Thank you, friendo. And that's our turn. I don't think I want to bother pulling anyone else out. Ooh, this is going to be a fun one, I think. All right, we ate 2 damage there, but it's just the same as the 2 damage we just inflicted with the wolf. So we're going to beat him multiple times. And what's fun is he's always our opponent, but he's not always the person we're facing, if that makes sense. Let's take, I would love to be able to do 3 damage to this guy, but we're not gonna, unfortunately. We can at least get some damage on him though. Let's get a squirrel out, and then let's sack it for this bullfrog. Today's question: what is the defining boundary between a bowl of soup and a bowl of cereal? Yo, what up, Toast? Mental health going pretty good, homie. I've been grinding at school, and the productivity has felt pretty good. Soup is good. I love soup. I am also not a huge cereal eater. I hate soups and stews, especially gazpacho, and haven't had cereal since I was in middle school. Misha Fish is a pretty big cereal enjoyer. River Snapper would take 2 to come out here. Stink bug. Well, Stunted Wolf's not going to take any damage here. I think we just let this one roll because we're going to push it 2 to his side and then block the 1 damage. Yeah. So we good. Oh, Stink Bug I could have just brought out anyway. What a dummy. I forgot Stink Bug is a card cast with bones. Nice top deck. He's commenting on how we top decked him. Oh, you like soups and stews except gazpacho. I love the creep guy. Those style eyes are my favorite in horror design. I think you're gonna like him a whole lot more here in a minute. All right, we are gonna do enough damage here to defeat him in this combat. If you look, Glyph, the items that are going on the scales to tip the balance are golden teeth. And the nascent fawn, it quickly grows into an elk. Okay, so the elk fawn would upgrade into the elk. Raven at 2/3 flying is really solid. I may not be able to define cerealness versus soupness, but I know when I see it. But isn't a bowl of cereal just like grains in a milk broth? The fervid mantis, its prying claws strike both to the left and the right. We had a mantis that went pretty well for us a couple runs ago, so I think I'm going to take the mantis here. Another easy answer, common sense. Well, this is kind of like the hot dog is a hot dog a sandwich, right? This isn't so much about common sense as it is about gut feeling. So we could sacrifice a card, which I don't think I would want to do here. We don't really have anything worth sacrificing. We can go to the wood carver and get 1/2 of a wood carve, and then we could actually pick up the other half of it up here. So I think that's what we're going to do. Cereal is typically sugary and typically cold, and soups aren't. But what about like oatmeal? Oatmeal is just like a really thick cereal soup. You came upon the old woodcarver who fixed her intense gaze upon you. So Glyph, this is still the same person we've been playing against, but whenever another character enters the narrative, he puts on one of these creepy masks and plays as them. After an overlong moment of silence, she moved to offer her carvings. Oh, so we have the squirrel head all the time. That's interesting to me. Yeah, it changes faces, and importantly, he leans far enough into the candlelight that we can see his face. Because his face we don't see. I definitely didn't want to do what I just did. I was thinking it was going to give me info, but I clicked with the wrong button. C'est la vie. Great draw. We got Stink Bug of the opener. All right, so let's see. You got a sparrow and a coyote that are coming in. Coyote's kind of a nuisance because we can't kill him first turn. Sparrow is less so. Do we know anything about the character, or is it a mystery? So far, it is very much a mystery. So this is from a developer who pretty much is just known for being super kind of unorthodox in his storytelling. So I don't know. I'm assuming we'll find out more, but I get a sinking suspicion that it will not be what I think. Common sense isn't a thing though. It's just short for what seems obvious to me given where and when I'm from. It's not bad. New question of the day, is common sense real and what defines it? I don't hate that. You're right. Common sense is so funny because we think of it as a specific thing, and it most definitely is not. It is very much based on perspective. There was an ARG. I haven't looked into it because I didn't want to have it spoil anything that's going on in the game before I had a chance to know about it. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? Use my squirrel in a jar and get River Snapper out. But that's a lot of what I'm talking about, is like the wild shit this guy does that makes him so different. Common sense is when I'm right. Yeah, I can only imagine the ARG spoiling, because a lot of what's made this so effective so far has been essentially the complete lack of knowing anything that's going on. Okay, Stink Bug. You would only need one, but you're flying. I'm gonna take 1 damage here. Stink Bug and Skunk are like stuck. And right now, if I trade, we're gonna have the advantage because River Snapper's doing more damage. So now, yeah, I think you got me this time. I will take your forfeiture. I think these early battles especially, he's got like a limited deck, so the minute you're gonna out damage him in just a sheer damage race, the computer just gives up. I don't know that I know this one. So this is the first boss, but we're encountering him early. You came across a hobbled man standing beside some boulders. You caught me off guard. Not supposed to see me till further down the road. Oh my God, so that's exactly what happened. To say, I like me a gamble. If you can pick a boulder that has gold in it, you can keep it. Ooh, interesting. Where are we having the minor strike? Right. Ah, dag nabbit. No gold. This would be fun as hell to play like a mini LARP, make up a set and get a friend to be a creepy monster. Yo, like a weird friendly local game store card game version of an escape room. They like section off some of the tables and you have to go through a progression of creepy personas and beat them in the games that they have on offer. Oh, but that is a funny looking environment. Keep it. So we got a worker ant that has Mighty Leap to block. Interesting. Are we going for an ant deck all of a sudden? You came upon the old wood carver. All right, what do we got? Guardian, when an opposing creature is placed opposite an empty space. So this changes it so that every wolf has the same thing. Oh, yo, this is what we want. Squirrels that can be sacrificed into perpetuity. Yeah, we'll go with this for now. Without another word, the woodcarver was gone. They should implement escape room shit in friendly local game stores. I think any friendly local game store that has some kind of event that they run that allows you to interact with card games, or any game really, games other than the ones that you're like familiar with and comfortable with, I think that's always so advantageous. All right, so we got worker ants. I can play all of these because of our newfound cheat mode. Look at this shit. We're gonna be able to do 4 damage from jump. Bad play yourself, friend. Oh, that's right, it's a 1 because he's the only ant on the board. Yo, what up, Brooke? Welcome in. Bummer, did Billy's internet not come back? I was watching earlier when he went live and things went sour. All right, stink bug is in play. I don't really have a need to do anything until a creature is dead, so we can just roll or just win. It didn't. Bummer. I like specific version right now because now that we pulled that nice ant card, I'd love to be able to get another ant. Nope. Corpse maggots. The inevitable maggot. They will lurch forth from your hand when your creatures are killed. Yo, Brooke, thank you so much for continuing Fatty's gift sub. Let's go. That's awesome. If a creature that you own perishes by combat, a card bearing this sigil in your hand is automatically played in its place. So I don't have to play this. This is like a keep it freebie. All right, time to soup a card up. Another +1 attack, eh? Cereal is usually reserved to something specific you have, like oats, fiber, and grains. Meanwhile, soup is usually reserved for noodles, meat, and vegetables. Well, yeah, I mean, specifically the components in them are obviously a somewhat helpful guide. But like, what if I were to make a kind of like Asiatic culture breakfast where instead of milk and grain, it's like a noodle soup, right? It's still functioning the same as a breakfast bowl of cereal. Oh, Well, I love having you here. I'm so glad to have found you via Billy and found Billy in general, because Studio 4 rules too. All right, we could soup up the River Snapper again. That turns it into a 3/6. That would be miso soup, which is a soup. So are you guys trying to tell me that a big bowl of Cocoa Puffs, when you're done and it's turned the milk into chocolate milk, that isn't essentially now Cocoa Puff stock? All you've done is let it sit and infuse long enough to create Cocoa Puff stock. I think we want to soup up Mantis, because obviously you're getting more bang for your buck on an increase in power, because he's gonna attack bifurcated. We're all sweethearts here. It's Cocoa Puff tea. Someone out there has to make like cereal based tea products, right? My question would be, is tea considered a broth? I mean, it's not like you're doing something much wildly different, right? It's the same process. You passed a massive empty bowl surrounded by heaps of unidentifiable giblets and scantlings. It seemed the bowl was designed for a dog. But what earthly hound would require a meal of that size? Where's that hound of mine? All right, he hit us with a far-reaching boulder, which kind of sucks. Boss time indeed, friend. You mean leaf soup? This is why I think there should be more dead bodies in the questions of the day. Drinking tea, chicken broth like tea last month. Yeah, especially in like really cold weather, I will just absolutely scarf down some chicken broth. All right, so our greater smoke is gonna get us 4 bones out the gate. Let's do this. We'll use him to tank the coyote. So wholesome and welcoming here. Plus I love the games you've been playing. So this game is called Inscryption. And it's a wild one. So Inscryption is a card game from Daniel Mullins Games is the studio. But that's like a really easy way to explain it that doesn't explain it at all. It's a card game, so it's got a lot in common with something like a Magic the Gathering or Slay the Spire or something to that effect. But it is definitely not that. It's wild. It's a card game and an escape room. Yes. That is a good way of looking at it. So we could bring out River Snapper. No, there's no real reason to. I think we win right here anyway. Yeah. And now we're gonna get his second life. Chris already announced he'll be playing Soma next week. Corpses are in no short supply. So he tried to kill my cards for the gold nugget thing, but we got Corpse Maggot to come out instead. Gold, I've struck gold. I'm not playing Soma this weekend. I refuse to Soma this weekend. I don't know how I want to do this. I think we're gonna pull. Yeah, so here's how I'm gonna do it. Can't draw blood from a gold nugget. Oh, they won't let me care. Oh, I can't get rid of the corpse maggots is the problem. Please? Oh no.
Hi, how are you?
We'll get to Soma someday, but I don't know how soon it's gonna be. Oh, I've put myself in a bad way here. I had an opposite reaction to Soma, not too scary, but I got kind of bored with the gameplay loop. Well, but you're forgetting that I am insanely cowardly. God damn it, I really needed something that we could cast with bones. Billy refuses to play horror. I've played a lot more horror on this channel than I ever thought I was going to. And I've enjoyed quite a bit of it. So I'm definitely not opposed to horror. I have a tendency to, like, I fill up my horror meter and then I need to rest for a bit. When opposing creatures play, so we could, this card steals a card, right? Yeah, I should have maybe just used that to yank something over. You power through a lot of horror despite how it affects you. I'm so used to games of any kind having kind of an enhanced effect on me emotionally that, like, I know it's gonna happen regardless, so I just kind of deal with it. All right, how do I want to do this? That's very, I agree, Brooke, but like honestly lately I'm even a little bit scared. I'm traditionally scared to even watch them is I guess what I'm looking to say. I have a tendency to just be really freaked out by them on the regular, and it hasn't been until kind of being on the channel. I've really derfed myself here. I guess we could just snap up the adder. Let's do that. But playing through them on the channel, I've come to really enjoy not like the entire horror genre, but there's like parts of it that I really dig from a sorry, I'm also trying to strategize here. From like a storytelling standpoint. Like I guess what I'm trying to say is there's so much more nuance in some of these horror stories than I would have thought from just like the cursory glance I gave them when they first were announced. And I'm really glad to have played through them. The last one I did was spooky as hell. You're just adapting, Papa. The average person kills someone. They will often vomit from stress. After that, it just gets easier and easier and easier. I can genuinely say that it would never get easy for me. I'd be a big old vomit boy. All right, I want to kill this dude. So how do I want to do this? I guess let's bring Stoat out. Wait, so now I can, wait a minute. It wouldn't let me sacrifice that earlier. That's irritating. All right, so now double sacrifice, bring you out. Bring out my infinite squirrel. And I want to sacrifice it for, oh, I shouldn't have cast Mantis there. That was dumb of me. Oh well. We're in good shape though. We're gonna get a bunch of damage out. You'd be surprised at the things you can get used to. Negative. I like a mix. Horror will be back. Well, this one's kind of horror. Your lives are restored. We've done it. We've defeated the miner. I defeated the miner without even killing the pack mule, which is interesting. All right, what do we got? Canine, hooved, reptilian, feathered, insectoid. The amalgam is all. Yo, so the amalgam would be affected by every card type? That's wild. And the douse. I think Mantis God's the play. If we could take Mantis God, even if all we did was sack him and put his trifurcated onto a different character, I'd be down with it. All right. Prospector eliminated. Oh yes, I know. As the air grew humid, your boots became harder to pull from the mud. The dank smell of tepid water invaded your nostrils. You had reached the wetlands. I've seen Mantis God deal 16 damage in one turn. Wait, 16 damage? That's not divisible by 3. How did it do that? So Brooke, I'll give you kind of the 10 penny tour. We're stuck in this cabin with this creepy person, and we are playing a card game for an opportunity to be let out. All right. We could try and do a challenge. We do have a decent amount. Well, we've got fairly thick, like low end numbers is the problem. Think about it. Maybe with trample. I love escape rooms and I love card games. Oh, get hype then. Yeah, no, I know Afterlife. I don't have an alpha wolf. You're still curious. First step would be getting those cards in your deck. Thank you. Those green pieces of dialogue are compliments of this thing. Ah! It is done! The master is free! Oh, the end must be close now. If Magnificus is free, it must be close. Magnificus? I didn't get that dialogue before. Let's see what we can get for a challenge. We got a campfire over here too. And I'd like to put another damage on the Mantis God. The Trial of Kin. 2 of the 3 cards drawn must be kin to pass. This one might be worth doing. Trial of Wisdom. The 3 cards drawn must have at least 3 sigils among them. And Power. 3 cards drawn must have at least 4 attack. So 4 attack would be tricky. 1, 2, 3. I'd need to get one of these guys. How many cards do we have in my deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would need to pull one of my 2s. So there's only like a 30% chance of that. 3 sigils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's like the reverse. I could not pull 3 cards. And kin. I got a lot of insects in the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 insects. I only need 2 insects out of the 3. I think that's statistically my best choice. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the play. But this says kin with the wolf head. Does that mean they have to be wolves to that? Or does it just mean they have to be the same as... Maybe it has to be the same as this sigil. You just finished the Batman. It looks really good, and I've been really interested in it, but I am not an HBO subscriber, so I'm gonna have to wait until it's maybe available elsewhere. I think we're gonna try for 3 sigils. This would be so much easier if we had some multi-sigil cards. But basically, I'm just hoping that we don't draw a River Snapper, Stoat, or Hunted Wolf. Sign up for the free trial and cancel. I guess I didn't know they had a free trial. Let the trial of wisdom begin. Stinkbug, Bullfrog, fuck, Hunted Wolf. Boo. Worth a shot. Do I have something that I would be willing to sacrifice? I'm not gonna lie, it might feel kind of good to just sacrifice Mantis God and put it on a River Snapper, but the fact that River Snapper costs 2 kind of sucks. But River Snapper already swole. Yeah, let's do that. Because one of the big complaints I have is cards that run out of health. It's like hard to get them set up. I forgot how this works. Which one is the one I sacrifice? This is the one I sacrifice. New users can get HBO Max free online by signing up for the 7-day Hulu trial, which includes both Hulu and HBO Max for free. Use it to get a free HBO Max subscription for a week, blah, 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 blah. Okay. This has the sacrifice logo on it. Hello. I like how it just said hello. Yes, okay. And then we want to put this onto River Snapper. And then River Snapper going to be swole as shit. What if we put trifurcated onto something that had bifurcated? Would it attack twice on those lines? That'd be gross. All right, what's the specialty? Ooh, a bunch of the cards are gonna have Guardian. That's weird. I don't know how much I like that. All right, let's just get a bunch of cards out then, I guess. We can get Stoat out. Okay, I love how Stoat's always so sad. I like the card Abstraction in many computer games for sure, like Slay the Spire or others. They're neat. I really like how similar so many various Carry on. I like how similar so many various card games can be while still being completely unique. It's a lot of the same kind of concept that draws me to like tabletop RPGs, where so many rule sets have like a ton of similarity but then still feel very different. Remember, if you ever get a card that evolves after a turn, it's an insane play for other cards that have sigils. Yep, I am with it. Corpse Maggot. I think we just win here. Easy peasy. Try another challenge. I don't hate that. What do we got? Trial of Kin. So it just says must be kin, but I'm concerned about the fact that we've got the wolf head. So does it mean kin of the wolf? Must have 4 power, 6 health. I think health is going to be our answer on this one. Yeah, health is absolutely the answer. This should actually be pretty easy for us to get. Turtle solos the health challenge. Exactly. Bullfrog, worker ant. Yo, we did it. That's like actually the worst draw we could have gotten and still won. We didn't get any of our beef cards in there. What do we got? A rattler that's a 4-bone rattler. A bullfrog that leaves its tail. A kingfisher. Guardian kingfisher is really weird because won't it be underground? Huh. It'll submerge, so the guardian won't mean anything. Bone King is like useless. I just don't have a deck that's built for bone casting. Yeah, Guardian Kingfisher does nothing. Exactly. And it wouldn't even help because even if I transferred this to another card through a sacrifice, card bearing the sigil is struck, a tail is created in its place, and a card bearing the sigil moves to the right. I mean, if I gotta pick one of the 3, I don't know that I need another carving because I like what we have right now with squirrels that can't be killed or can't be sacrifice killed. So let's go to the sacrifice and see what I could build here. So we could move bifurcated from the mantis to something else. You know what? Corpse Maggot's ability onto something different. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. Okay, so Corpse Maggot will come out automatically if something I own dies. So we can put it on something different and have it just turn into something that casts for free. If it's getting killed, it means it's being attacked. We can put it on Bullfrog because Bullfrog is a blocker. I think I like that. And now if we soup this Bullfrog up anymore, he becomes like a reactive lane blocker. Interesting. Take my immortal squirrel, thanks.
Down here, salt is a way of life.
Yo, Schneids, what up, buddy? All right, so this one will be cast for free if something dies. And this is the one we added the tail to. So let's get squirrel out. You only have 1 heart. But you're gonna attack first. Oh, but we can leave our tail behind instead. Yo, okay, so this bullfrog in there. Or I could just fucking end this. Hold up, wait. Hang on, I have a better idea. Yep. This matchup brought to you by Trifurcated River Snapper. That worked well. I was able to clean up a lot of the audio on it. I was actually pretty pleased with it. What's that sound clip from? Post it right in the Gilded. It's a blast. Yeah, guys, if you weren't at Schneid's Stream last night. My man finally beat Elden Ring and did it in style. Must cost at least 4 blood, 6 health. Yeah, 6 health is still the play for us. We only have a single card that has a 1 heart. What we got? Oh, we're done. River Snapper does it alone. 6 from the River Snapper means you pass the trial. All right, so cockroach block. Ooh, interesting. Bloodhound Guardian is weird with bifurcated because it'll jump over, but then it won't do anything once it's there. It can block, but it won't be able to attack the thing it's matched up against. That's bizarre to me. A copy of it is created in your hand. I don't hate taking this cockroach and just putting a lot of what we have planned into that trifurcated River Snapper. If I can add any more sigils to that, because then we could just bring that motherfucker back again and again. What does a mushroom do? Oh, you were saying the same thing, Undying on the River Snapper? You found yourself among a grove of thick and pungent mushrooms. You squinted to see a figure through a thick cloud of spores. Who the fuck is this? We are the mycologists, yes. He's got another face over here. Yo. Oh no! Fuck this! Yes. And we are performing our experiments far from... We are not welcome elsewhere. We will experiment on your flock, yes? We will need 2 of the same creatures. 1 for each of us. What the fuck? Well, I have 2 bullfrogs here, friend. What does this do? Will this combine them? I'm too curious. I think this could get messy. Motherfucker just pulled out a bone saw. Look away. Oh my god, it did. It combined them. Look at how fucking creepy this is. This looks fun. Add it to the wish list. Dude, Schneids, I think you would really dig this. The bullfrog is now 1. Yo. That's so gross. They stitched the cards together, but Glyph's right. There's like extra texture involved now. All right, so this bullfrog is now a 2/4 block, leaves the tail behind, and it gets cast for free if something on our side dies. That's actually pretty filthy. All right, I'm here for it. So mushroom, we know in the future, I need to have 2 of the same card for it to be really helpful. It doesn't fly. It's got the dual blocking. Sorry. All right, what is our challenge fight? Soundtrack's good. Everything about the ambiance is great. Oh, this will be easy. If they all have submerge, I just have to out damage them. Yeah. Oh, we good. Bring out a squirrel. Thank you. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. We doot. I'll just be going. Thank you. That one's eliminate a card, I think. Fisherman. I forgot what Fisherman's shtick is. The Adept Kingfisher, a slippery hunter. Oh, and Casey? Sharp Quills. Once a card bearing the sigil is struck, the striker is then dealt a single point of damage and bifurcated. Was this our last character? I gotta take him. Did you wait a minute? Did you see that the cockroach had a mushroom on it? Interesting. I'm kind of tempted to get rid of Worker Ant because we have no other ants in the deck and it's not really synergizing at all. And this will get us a boon, I believe. Okay. The boon of bones doesn't help us a ton, but it does help. And we've still not seen an alpha wolf, so I can't do anything to complete the play structure or the play puzzle. All right, it's boss time against the fisher. You beheld an immense man slouch behind a mucky pond. He appeared to be tearing hunks of flesh from a fish corpse. Some chunks were thrown back to the pond, where a few ghoulish birds snapped them up, and some were sloppily pushed into the hulking man's mouth. You bring fresh fish. Easy choose. So his thing is he will try and steal a card with his hook, but if we can play a card, he'll like back off. All right, greater smoke, squirrel, ditch both of them, get out badass river snapper. Do I want to even bother bringing these guys out yet? I don't think so, because I'm pretty sure he opposes. River snapper is going to tilt the scales in one turn, and I'm pretty sure the way his thing worked is he brings out a chum bucket for everything I have on the table. Go fish. Yeah, okay. So that's going to be bad. Alas, we meet again. Sorry, buddy. So he's going to spring out. We're going to get 2 damage here from the river snapper. Bullfrog's going to come out next turn after he gets his sharks. The wolf's now just hair. Yeah, it's just like a big mass of fur. We want him out for the 2 damage. Use me wisely. And then I guess let's also bring Casey out. Not the best positioning for Casey because we're losing half of the bifurcated, but I'll take what I can get. Yeah, so Great White is out. Go fish. All right, sweet. River Snapper was able to tank that. What a fucking hoss. Bullfrog came out because we lost our squirrel. And then this actually doesn't matter because we're going to win right here. That was insane overkill damage. Won so easily. It's definitely my easiest win against the fisher. You will not perish quite yet. This hand is, well, I say this hand, but it's really just this absolutely swole as fuck river snapper. What do we got? Long elk. I have no words for this freak of nature. Touch of Death. When a card bearing the sigil damages another creature, that creature perishes. Oh, and this is that crazy 7/7 one. Interesting. So if you got this guy, and then we're able to put the summoned when something dies on it, you would just have a card that just popped out on the game board and fucked up everyone's day. Long elk is gross. I don't even know what I'm looking at. I got him once because my death card made it a 7/7 one blood. Yo, that's gross as shit. 7/7 for one blood is disgusting. Yeah, I guess this guy's the play because I have ways we can make him really nasty. I do wish that I could just deny cards, because now if I get him and don't have things set up for him, he's just like dead weight in the hand. Moving past the pond, you took a deep breath of fresh air and continued on. We'll need another map. The relief of the fresh air quickly gave way to a bone-shaking chill. You guessed at the path ahead as the snow increasingly obscured it. You'd climbed to the snow line. All right, so let's see here. Still don't know that I need to go see Woodcarver. Might be worth getting my items replenished here, but I don't hate going to the campfire again. I especially would like it if we could go to the campfire and maybe have something be souped up for health. Another mushroom here, another challenge here. Yeah, okay, here's what I think we're gonna do. We're gonna go card select, item refresh, challenge battle, challenge cave. Unless this card gives us something that makes it worth going to the mycologists. The sadistic pronghorn. Woe be to those that meet the end of its antlers. Elk fawn beehive. See, like, this is one of those times where I would like to not get any of them. I guess elk fawn, if for no other reason, well, bifurcated to potentially move over onto Urayuli. I could already do that by sacking Mantis God though, which is not nearly as, or Mantis, which is not nearly as big a deal with River Snapper on the table now. Let's take the Elk Fawn. One turn evolve is pretty solid. Items. You may cut up one of your adversary's cards. That one's pretty helpful. Frozen Possum gives us a wall. Squirrel in a Jar isn't as important with our deck right now because we have squirrels that don't die. I think we take the Scissors to do a get out of jail free. And then this I can break for Bones, which isn't really important. So I guess we'll take the Pliers. Yeah, the one turn evolve isn't bad. Ooh, you're gonna have enemies that leave tails. I don't like that. Three, 7, and leave a tail. Gross. Oh, but we could just win. Hang on. Squirrel. Bullfrog. Oh no! I played the River Snapper in the spot where I can't win. He's only going to do 4 damage. Oh. But we'll also bring out Casey. Boop, 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 boop. All right, easy. Man, if we can opening hand draw that River Snapper, shit's on easy mode. What's the appeal of card games? Is there something special about how they work that make them more fun than other strategy games? I don't know about more fun than other strategy games. I do really like especially real life card games, like collectible card games like Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon and stuff. I think that there's a certain amount of joy that comes out of those games because of the tactile nature of building a deck and handling a deck. And I think some of that joy carries over to digital card games for me. But it's definitely something that started in my youth from playing games like Magic the Gathering. All right, 4 blood costs, 3 sigils, 6 health. I still think 6 health is my answer here. 1, 2. I have 3 cards now that kind of spoil the soup on that. 2. We in. We in there. We in there. Ringworm that can block. That seems like a very unuseful card. A great white kingfisher no die sacrifice. And a wolf that moves right. I kind of like the idea of getting him submerged. Waterborne, it's called. But the deck is getting so thick. I gotta be able to yeet some of these cards at some point. The fact that he's a 3 sacrifice is very unappealing. I think this sounds crazy, but I think I'm taking Ringworm just because he's kind of disposable, and if we chew him up, I get to use other cards in the deck. This does make me unfortunately double up on item. Your pack was full, but a small critter approached. Hey, bud. The pack rat. Also not helping me with my deck size at current. All right, our free bone, immortal squirrel, river snapper, open again. Let's go. River snapper, Casey. Boom, boom, bang. We're done. Boop, 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 boop. Another card. Yuck. See, this one's got, oh, I wonder if that shows up because I already have one of them. And so that it means we'll wind up being eligible for the mycologist thing if I take that. Grizzly is unappealing. Porcupine. I guess we'll take elk fawn. All right, we could have gone to the mycologist and used those elk fawns together, but I got them as fodder to get rid of. So let's see. Right hand turn, one turn evolve. Put it on to Uriuli. Pretty gross. Another challenge encounter. Free thorns on enemies is pretty shitty. Great draw. Turn 1 river snapper. Let's go. Oh, we're gonna wind up in a shit position again because of that thing. That's all right. It just means it's not an immediate free win. Oh, it was. LOL. Is that a computer over on that one? So this is just gonna let me yeet a card out of the deck, but I'm also gonna get a chance to sacrifice a card, which is obviously much more appealing. Grizzly, Sparrow, Elk. Sparrow, I guess, for the flying. I'm in a weird position because I don't want more cards, so I'm only taking them for a potential to like push their sigils into something else. Yeah, so airborne, because what would be nice? Airborne on the river snapper would be great. I guess I can't add to a card. I've already done that too, though. Airborne on the mantis, I guess. All right, Trapper. We have not beaten this guy yet, so this is officially a potentiality on the highest. When was the last time you sat down with a piece of paper and drew a picture? I actually did that not too long ago. I'm working on a project with Afterlife where I'm like prototyping kind of like a board game thing. So I sat down and sketched out some scenery and like combat flows and stuff like that. You took in the familiar sights and scents of the trapper's pelts, but something was different. The once friendly man now beheld you with a steely gaze. So this is the trapper who is sometimes a friend, but unfortunately he's going to be skinning us today. Mine was yesterday, not to brag. Misha, when's the last time you drew something? Me again. And Bullfrog. Okay, so we know these guys turn into traps that fuck us up real bad. All right, let's do this. Greater smoke. I need to chew through the frogs quickly. You here, because I don't think you actually attack. Greater smoke. I don't need to bring out Bullfrog because he'll just come out of his own accord. Yeah, let me go with this to start. Kind of just see where we get. Because he's going to hit me with a bunch of these frogs, but that's fine because we have stuff we can do with it. Stink bug. Let's let a card die before we worry about bringing in stink bug. Oh, that's right. They turn into leaping traps. That's what makes them so dangerous. Now I'm remembering. Okay, that's not a problem. Stunted wolf. All right, greater smoke killed by leaping trap is fine. That's all of this is fine. So the wolf pelts we can just use for blocking, but I don't really have a need to. Casey will come out, trigger the leaping trap. Yeah. Okay, so bring Casey out. Casey should kill both of these traps. And I want the stunted wolf to come out to kill this bullfrog. I got so many damn pelts. We're gonna lose our squirrel, but that's obviously not a big deal. Elk on the way is not lovely. Okay, so Casey's gonna die this turn. Stink bug. Yes. You would require 4. I don't have enough people to bring out for it though. Let's put stink bug over here. So we're gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage downrange right now. I could just kill this elk, but I don't think we need to. Epic audio. Everything about this game's design is very slick. All right, I can sack 2, but I have wolf pelts to block as needed. The cockroach. Why not? All right, so his phase 1 is done. I don't believe we even got this far last time. I think he killed me with his first phase. Exquisite pelts, but the cycle must continue. Oh, he just turned into the trader. So the first life is the trapper and the second one's the merchant. Yo, what up? That's awesome. Yo, what up, Black Udon? Powerful cards. I will accept only the finest pelts for them. Trade for what you can, but know this, the rest will stay and fight for me. Wait, what? Is that all I could trade for? Oh no. Oh, yo, for real right now? I would have chosen differently. I mean, you could have chosen differently if you wanted, but that would have been batshit. Because I'm sitting on a gajillion things right now. All right, so let's see here. The bat for 4 bones. What can I sacrifice right now? We could sack the cockroach and stink bug to bring out bloodhounds. No, stink bug right now is the only thing keeping their river snapper at 0. Let's bring out the bat. Why not? Because we're going to get a decent chunk of damage on this first turn. Oh, we got it all. Yo, let's go. Easy. We rolled over the trapper. Reignite. Give me my candle back. Perhaps one of these will entice you. Poor abandoned child. It does not die when sacrificed, but do you have the heart to try? The card is just called Child 13. The fuck? There's like no good card for me here because I have other cards that are doing most of this. Ooh. Ayo, free child. Where'd you get your adopted child? Did you guys go out of country or, well, no, I just went to a creepy shack. This guy said I could just take it. With the enigmatic trapper and trader now bleeding in the snow, you persisted. You could see a light in the distance. The end is near. Yo, let's go. a moment. Is that the cottage? Is that our cottage? That's the cabin we're stuck in? Yo, what? All right, so is there anything that I want to do? Squirrel and Alpha. Yeah, we didn't get a chance to solve Squirrel and Alpha, unfortunately. All right, so we could either restock items, unnecessary. Sacrifice is probably my choice. I forget what this one does. But like sacrifice, we have so many fucking cards now. I'd love to pull the sigils off Mole Man and give them to something else. Something mega weird's gonna come inside the cabin when you get there, I bet. Yo, I didn't even think about that. What if the card we play the card game and something bursts through the door as we enter? Let's go to sacrifice. I wish I could remember what this one does. Does anyone remember, anyone in chat that has played? Do you guys know what the rightmost option here is? You don't remember, Juki? I don't know if we've ever actually interacted with it. I wish you could right click on these if you had already encountered them. It's a random card. Okay, thank you, Udon. We definitely don't need more cards. So what can we ditch? So we can put something, we can put more points on Casey. I don't hate for a one blood. On the elk fawn would be kind of nice too, because the elk fawn would grow. I kind of like the idea of pulling stuff off of the mole man. Let's put stuff on to Casey. I feel like we've seen that card pop up a whole bunch of times. You can preview the ones on the map. I don't love move right on a card with bifurcated, but I'll take what I can get. So is it a combat and then in the cabin? Ooh. Your eyes affix themselves on the small cabin. Its warm light a beacon in the oppressive darkness of the night. Surely this cabin marked the end of your travels. Yo. What? Past tense narration is throwing me for a loop. Wait, what the fuck? I'm controlling this? Steps away from the strange cabin, you were presented with an opportunity. I don't offer my boons to just any traveler. If you are able to pass my trials, you will be rewarded mightily. The Trial of Skins. The 3 drawn cards must include a pelt card. Trial of the Winged. The 3 drawn cards must include a card with Airborne. Trial of the Swift. 3 drawn cards must include a card with the Sprinter. It's not even letting me check my deck. We only have 1 Airborne. We have a couple Sprinters. Of course. Oh, we got it anyway. Ah, Casey is a card with the Sprinter sigil. Success. I will grant you one of my most powerful boon. Oh shit, I clicked twice. The boon of the forest. You will start a battle with grand furs on all of your spaces. So I would start with blockers on all my spaces. Can I sacrifice them? Because that would actually make my life harder. The boon of the magpie's eye. When you draw from your deck, you may choose any card in your deck to draw. That's the most OP shit I ever heard in my life. The boon of goat's blood. You start a battle with a black goat on the board. Yo, that's also mega helpful though. Being able to pull the card I need for the situation I need it in is too powerful. How could I not do Magpie's Eye? You can't sack the trees. It's got to be Magpie's Eye. That's like the filthy. We will repeat this once more. Holy shit, what is going on? OP deck building. Trial of Rarity. The 3 drawn cards must include a rare card. Trial of the Ring. If you have a ring, you pass automatically. We have a ring. Cards that dramatically alter the game and you don't something to draw them, need to draw them. Trial of the Find. You need Waterborne. Oh, your head was in the way of the message. We have a ring from exploring the cabin, so I think we just pass. Trial of the Ring. Oh, you are wearing a fine ring. You pass, of course. There's a scribble on the table. There is. It says 11. I wonder if that's an alternate way we could have passed the clock puzzle. The choice of boons. Ambidextrous. You may draw twice at the beginning of your turn. This is ridiculous. Boon of the Goat's Blood, Boon of the Forest. Well, why wouldn't, if I've already just supercharged my draw, why wouldn't I draw twice? You're talking about this, right, Daddy D? I chose Ambi. Well, especially with me having Magpie's Eye. So my man is essentially supercharged all of my deck build. Ooh! Yo! You managed to get both of my boons. I rarely say this, but I'm impressed. You have been a worthy adversary. But unfortunately, I must soon put you to death. All right then, it's been great. This is so cool. Oh shit, this is a, hold on. I have this as a Epic Games title, not a Steam title. Okay, so it doesn't have built-in screenshots. Okay. Just checking if there's any secrets down the sides. We need an emo of the beaver taking screenshot photos. That's a really good idea. I interrupt the stream so often to take screenshots. Yep, with a Polaroid, or him just like with an easel in front of him. Oh, yo, is this him? This is the dude? Selfie mouse. What the fuck is wrong with this man? You took your time out there, and I'm itching for another game. You look like you just itch all the time, period, my friend. There are a lot of mushrooms in your beard. Are you ready to play? I have no choice but to just push forward. I hope you are adequately prepared. Motherfucker with my candle snuff. Perhaps one more to be safe. Yo, you're giving yourself a third candle? Fuck right off, my guy. He's a bit less cool. I was hoping a demon made out of bones and teeth. I mean, don't give up yet. So you're starting with a mole man and a mantis god. Mantis god is going to do 1 damage. Okay, hang on. Let me think this through. So I want my squirrel out where he's not going to get damaged. Greater Smoke. If I put Greater Smoke here, Mole Man will move when he attacks, which blocks Mantis God from advancing to start. And then if we do this, I think Mole Man will wind up eating this damage. I must trust you. Don't worry. Don't worry. I will do my best, Wolf. What do you do again? Place a weight on the scales. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that just yet. We got 3 battles to get through. Yo, the mask's circling his head right now. This is so cool. All right, go with this to start. I think Mole Man will go here and take 2 damage, come here and take 1 damage, and then be stuck blocking the advance of Mantis. That's another Mantis. I don't love that. What I do love, thank you, Magpie's Eye. If I could have River Snapper, please. And then I can draw twice, right? River Snapper's gonna need someone else to come out. Let's see here. Ringworm. All right, this is a little unorthodox, but I promise I thought it through. Ringworm out, just so that I can sack it while leaving these 2 alone. So now Stunted Wolf and Greater Smoke will kill Mole Man, which will clear his defenses, giving me a full 6 from River Snapper, and we should get through round 1. So I didn't get a squirrel for that afterlife because my squirrels don't die when I sacrifice him. So I would have sacrificed, but then he would have been stuck there. Big moment. You capably endured the onslaught of rare creatures, but the true challenge was forthcoming. Shadowy figures appeared before you. Oh, big brain moment. I'm starting to get a handle on the combat. I can it was tricky for me at first to step 2 and 3 steps ahead, but I'm starting to figure it out. In their eyes glimmered a recognition of kinship, but colored by guilt. They were betraying you. No fucking way. Is he gonna use all of our former cards against us now? I remember that one fondly. Are any of these the ones we made, or are these just randomly generated? Oh my God, that's fucking crazy. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. Do I have anything I want to replace over here? Yes. I want Mantis. And I want Casey. These are past rare cards you had that had the same design. That's bonkers. All right, so let's see here. Give me Mantis first instead of Greater Smoke. Past players. So Mantis should be free and clear to fly over here. So this should be 2, 4. We should have it on round 1. Schwimple. This damned moon. It's dramatic, yes, but it provides no value to my board. I wonder. This motherfucker just captured the moon. It has 40 health. Now that is value. It's Omni Strike. What the fuck? Is that what the camera does? Yeah, the camera's been turning things into cards. At the beginning of its owner's turn, a card bearing the sigil will pull small creatures like squirrels into its orbit. So I'm going to lose my squirrels at the start of its turn. All right, so let's see. I have to do 40 damage. It's going to do 1 damage. So like Mantis is dead next turn. Thank God River Snapper sticks around. Okay, so let me think here. We need cards that are going to do decent damage. 4 blood is not in the cards. Otherwise, I'd bring you out right now. Say bye-bye to your beloved rat. Casey would give us 2 turns. All right, so bring me Bullfrog, because he'll just replace Mantis when Mantis dies. Stink it. Yeah, Stink Bug's not bad, because then it's just wait enough turns for me to kill it, right? Yeah, bring me Stink Bug. A lucky draw indeed. Can I just scissor it? Listen, I know what I just said. I know how it sounded when I said it. Do I think the thought of scissoring the moon sounds exciting? Yeah, I do. You know what? Sue me. I think the moon is a beautiful piece of our night sky, but my legs don't move that much. So I can't use it. Wait until I have something to cut. So this doesn't count as a single card. Wait on the scales. That's a nice round moon, one would say. All right. I think we just let this turn ride. So that's going to be what? 2, 4, 10, 12 damage on round 1. All right. Squirrel. Oh, he sucked in Squirrel. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We Stink Bug out. Lucky draw. I appreciate you. Stink Bug. Yeah, so now the moon just does nothing. So is this literally how, I mean, I'm just gonna sit here now. What is this? Weakening my moon with the Stinky Sigil? It makes no sense. Moons do not have a sense of smell. This is not how I imagine this battle going. He's just gotta sit there and take it. Oh my God, that's amazing. Dude's gotta be so pissed. I mean, I think we would have stepped all over him anyway. I love that he commented on it though. I'm just sitting here drawing squirrels because I have nothing else I can do. You really destroyed the moon. I suppose all that's left is to finish me off. Go on. Guys. I think you know what we got to do right now. Win it with the pliers. No more scissoring. Can't scissor a moon if we blew it up.
Oh my, I think I just made him. Oh.
Yep, the gold teeth are what we were putting in there, but I just put my real tooth in there. What just happened? The fuck? Found footage. The mystery continues. It's time for the mind bender. No. Congrats on completing the first 3% of the game. No. Ah! This is what I was talking about. This guy. What up, Nisha Fish? This guy can't just fucking make a game. They've always got to be wild shit. Cackling and laughing like a maniac. Oh no. Okay. Obviously there's shit going on that we're gonna have to address here. All right, we're at the halfway point of the stream. I can't fucking believe this. I'm gonna take a quick break and we'll dive into whatever this madness is. The haha is well deserved. This is outrageous.
Success. We have been awarded additional time.
Juki throwing in an overtime. All right. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get a glass of water. I'm gonna stretch out. I'm gonna try and figure out what the fuck is happening. Let everything settle. Contemplate what it means that I destroyed the moon and whether or not I broke the real moon and everyone's gonna die. I don't know. There's a lot of implications about the things that have happened in the last few moments. So let's all take a break. Get up, get a drink, wiggle out those muscles, move around a bit, pace nervously. The double OT. The pact has been summoned. All right. We're in it for the long haul tonight, gang. I will be back in just a few minutes and we will continue on with more of whatever the fuck this game is now. I'll be right back.
Wonderful!